My name is Maggie Fibbe. I'm an attorney with the Legal Aid Society of Southwest Ohio. I practice immigration and family law. I'm very happy to be here. I graduated from Miami in 2003. And then went to grad school, and pretty much this kind of work was always where it was at for me. What my organization does is helps the people who are caught in the web of human trafficking once they finally get out. And that is a really, really difficult point to get to for reasons that you may imagine. Often language barriers play a huge role in people who are victims of trafficking getting out. Also, I deal pretty much exclusively with the international population as opposed to the domestic population, since I do deal with the immigration remedies for those people. But so they come here, and not only are they being abused in this horrific way, but they also usually have absolutely no documents. They have no passports, they have no birth certificates, they don't know a single person. And so once they are able to connect with one of the wonderful agencies in Ohio, they sometimes come to me, and I'm able to work with them and ideally get them what is called a T visa. T visa is something that's provided for, there's a very specific law created by our government that protects people who are victims of human trafficking. Typically, in order to get a T visa, someone has to be working with the FBI or other law enforcement to press charges against their traffickers. But in getting the T visa, they are able to get work authorization cards, which if you don't have one, you can't work in the United States. They're also typically then able to get their green cards after 3 years, and then if they wish to do so, they're able to become citizens. Now, a lot of times people say, well, why wouldn't they just want to go home? The majority of my clients come from small villages in various countries, usually Asia, sometimes Africa, and if they left initially on some sense of free will, their family has completely shut them off for leaving the family, leaving the village, wanting something else. And even if they were kidnapped or trafficked in the way that also happens, then they are not welcome home because they are, in my experience, typically women and typically no longer virgins, and therefore pretty much worth not very much in their societies, which is awful, but that is why they can't go back home and obviously don't want to. And so I'm able to get them work cards. Hopefully we set them up with safe housing through a number of shelters in Southwest Ohio, and get them back on their feet, hopefully. So that is my work. I would say my key challenges, which, as I already said, are heavily dependent upon the other organizations in Ohio for this, is locating these victims, because they're in a house not seeing anyone, or they're sleeping in a basement, or cleaning up a hotel room and then sleeping in the hotel room at night and then waking up and doing the exact same thing day after day after day. And so any of you who have an interest or a calling to participate in any kind of volunteer work or professional work after college that relates to this, I really encourage you to do so. It's really rewarding.